Ooh, hello, it's your girl Silas, and I am back with another episode from my Baldur's Gate 3 second playthrough. This is episode 68. And, you know, for the past few episodes, and currently this is the first voiceover that I'm doing for these videos, but I think ever since episode, was it 64? Yeah, somehow the track for my audio has been blank or corrupted or something for the microphone, and you know, don't know how this went. Well, honestly, let's be so real. I'm pretty sure that several of these episodes were recorded in the same day. So like episode 64, 65 and 66 could have all very well been the same day, same play session, and I was just cutting it off and coming back. But I don't know, my memory's a little blurry on this. It's been a while since I've loaded up BG3 at all. I haven't had the time, and I don't know if I was actually aware. Obviously I wasn't aware of my audio not picking up, because now I'm in post-production, and well, here we are. So anyway, in this episode we are going to help out the guild, as I would say as we always do, but this is what I did in my first playthrough, as side with the guild. I don't like the Zentrum very much, kind of dickish, and even though I don't like Oscar Fevris, I can't roll with folks that enslave people. It's just wild. It's kind of rude if you ask me. So anyway, I helped the guild. This whole playthrough, as I go back through it, was entirely too much fun. And as I watch other people's playthroughs, I realize how chaotic I am when it comes to my play style, and how hungry for smoke powder I was this whole playthrough, which you guys will see as these days and episodes continue to roll by. So if you're watching this, I want to say thank you so much for watching my content and liking and subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot. Even though this is just my little fun side gig thing, I still enjoy the company all the same. Alright, so this fight was not... It wasn't the worst it could have been, you know, to be honest. Rewatching this. Is that a wolf? Oh my goodness. Is that a wolf? Seriously? In the sewers? Or is that like... Not Moonglow. I think she's no longer with us. Man, I'm starting to get my playthrough mixed up with some of the other people's playthroughs that I've been watching and enjoying. Man, I feel like I got rid of her, because I think I already posted the episode with the bank heist. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a done deal. So it's not her. But anyway.
On my way. into battle.
Mistra Rill. Onward.
Yes, here.
Tormented!
Impero.
pawn to cleric 4.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
Didn't think the Zentarim would turn on us so easily. Inatra seemed honest. Gods help me.
Should mind my step.
And well, now that that's over, I guess we should go back and I did go back and talk to. I keep wanting to call her Breen, but I'm thinking of a book author right now. Whatever her name is, Nine Fingers, whoever. I'm gonna go talk to her. And it's always funny that I had Jay here in my group for a little while there, which I forgot about entirely until these last few episodes, but they don't like each other. They don't. It's so catty and funny. I guess I could have mentioned also in that first blip that I won't be.
That coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep their
Talking the
contract at
whole
least.
way through. So like I'll dip in here and there. But this whole thing is just very
I'm
weird.
too nice for my own good, I suppose.
Having to voice it
I was
over and
okay.
whatnot. So
You helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the absolute
My
comes.
character is
You'll have
always
what guild
just
blades
done
I
with
can
these
give when the
people.
time to take the absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. We've crossed paths over the years. Two hands trying to steer the city, just not always in the same direction. Can't stand harpers as a rule, but Cheer is the exception. She's only really half a harper at most.
You mean that as a compliment? I am sure.
The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and Peers would paint me as. I happen to be a fine singer, too.
The air is ripe with magic.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Let's go.
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baal's door to baptize his days most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord? You lie. You are not faithful. The door stays closed.
Is this the door to the... Yeah, it's the murder door. Yeah,
The
okay.
vessel returns.
So, like, I've made it a rite of passage in my mind for these playthroughs to ascend Astarion. Even though both times I've ascended the man, I felt horrible afterward.
You hold
But in the
proof
moment,
of
I felt
faith,
so guilty for
but to
denying or
hold
potentially
and
denying him
deserve
that
are
I just,
different.
I just turned a
How
blind
have
eye
you
to his bad
proven
behavior.
yourself in the Dreadlord's
And,
eyes?
this leads us to the sewers and to Saravok and other unsavory things that we've gone about, all to make him the... Pardon me, a yawn. All to make him the unholy assassin.
Unorthodox.
Because, my
But
boy
a show
deserves
of
to
faith
walk in the sun.
nonetheless.
So arguably, right after giving him everything he's ever wanted,
Walk in
that
blood.
was, truly destructive to his being. I always regret ascending him because I don't think that that's his best outcome, truly. Just so happens it's kind of useful for my playthrough. But if I were to ever do a non-morally gray playthrough, because I can't say I've been actually doing good playthrough per se. I have been all shades of gray in these 2 playthroughs. But if I were to go the super duper goody 2-shoes route, I would avoid obviously sacrificing 7,007 vampires to make him the vampire ascendant, because that ascension is growth. It brings very much the I don't even want to call it the dark romance approach to it, because at least in like dark romances, right, at least the male character has some redeeming quality that makes him kind of good, but in a gray way. Ascended Astarion just, you know, it amplifies all the worst parts of him and makes it kind of cringy. Like, yeah, you know, the fangirl in me is like, okay, I see you, bite me. But the friend in me is like, you are on a destructive path, sir, and you just need a hug, a blanket, and a timeout. So I don't know, maybe my next playthrough, maybe not. I don't know. Because when it boils down to it, I want to romance Astarion. It's the whole reason I bought the game. And I've yet to fully do that. You know, you saw earlier in this playthrough where...
Always at your side.
Yeah, sure. I romanced him in the beginning, but that was subpar, because he wasn't actually romancing me. He was just trying to use me. But because of my like different courses of action, never really got to that conversation with him. And in fact, I ended up romancing the wizard for the second time. Gail has a soft spot in my heart. Anyway, but Astarion, I want to romance him. But see, the thing is, right, the dark romance lover in me is living for Ascended Astarion, right? But the actual hopeless romantic in me does not want that. She's a very soft girl.
It seems like you have ample company
so
already.
You know, I'm conflicted a lot,
You'll
and
need to
I
figure
do
out who
plan
you
on
can live
picking
without
up
before I can join.
this game more. I've just had a lot of life stuff going on, and I haven't had time for this. Is this... Why are we talking to Shadowheart? I keep forgetting to get a headset to do these voiceovers with, so I can actually listen to the narration while I'm talking, because this is just me with my speakers muted and me just talking over the gameplay. So my bad. I'll learn how to shut up. I'm so sorry. But let's see. I want to kind of... Oh, I put her back in the party. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Jaira really isn't my type with the fighting. You know, she's cool and all. I really only put her in my party to resolve things with Minsk, because in my first playthrough, it was an entire crap show. I still managed... Wait. Yeah, I think my first playthrough, I think I murdered Minsk. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like that's correct, because I felt bad, because Boo came out of hiding and was doing sad little squeaks, and I love animals, and I don't like to see sad animals, and that broke my heart. So yeah, my second playthrough has been a lot of redemption arc, but also a lot of chaos. So yeah, you know, I dumped my boyfriend for my husband, you know, in this game, and been collecting lots of sweet smoke powder, because later in this playthrough I wanted to go all out with a specific boss fight, and in retrospect, yet again, I'm like, I could do that so much better. And so I think in order to accomplish that, I think I'm gonna have to perhaps wild out in the Zentrum base a little bit next playthrough, because they have some things that I desire that go boom, and I just need them for reasons. So anyway, this is just my specking up of Shadowheart. In this playthrough, I was a lot wiser with Shadowheart as a character. Oh, there goes my furnace. Anyway, I was a lot wiser with Shadowheart, because my famous saying in the first playthrough was, Shadowheart The only thing that doesn't miss about her is her attitude. But when I was playing with her in that first playthrough, she kept missing every freaking attack. She was like hitting 10% at the time. And I was so fed up with it. I was like, why do I even have you in my party? And her only redeeming quality for me was like divine intervention or healing. There we go. She's my healer. I prefer her as a cleric and healing people and stuff. But this playthrough, I think I had her some sort of warcaster, war tempest, something like that. Something to do with violence and mass destruction, and it works. Works pretty good. So let's see. I'm gonna probably shut up for a little bit and see what we're gonna get into. I know in this episode I run across Mystic Carrion, so we're gonna see about that.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
He's sick and likely to die.
Have you seen the size of Anthony's hand?
Likely to die.
The biggest firework they have. Would you throw it at a steel launcher?
Please, sir. Oh, please.
Probably just a dead cat.
Please?
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
Million? The steel watcher wouldn't let
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around? A stink like death itself?
Please, sir. Can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die.
Gortash has got to be paying them out sync fees.
Short here. Bless these roots.
So what exactly did you see?
Oh, please.
Let's see.
Only in the Boulder's Mouth Gazette.
I don't rightly know, but I was up to no good, lurching this way and that.
If I go by the biggest firework they have, would you throw it at a steel watcher?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Looking funny isn't a crime.
You don't have the
Please,
pocket
kind
for
sir.
that.
Can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die.
Philgrave's mansion.
Buy your papers here. Please, sir. Oh, please.
Something over there.
Means they're old. Still, though, I'll take old over none at all.
Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die.
What do you want me to do? Arrest a smell?
Have you seen the size of the lantern? Latest news is, brand new. Only is the Boulder's Mouth Gazette.
Spare a few coins to feed my son. He's sick and likely to die.
Distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though curious, I can't say I've ever. Are the gods truly this petty?
Set into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door, an entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. The door pulses with a heavy, melancholic magic. Whatever lies behind it concerns the living and the dead. You sense it waits for the right words. It requires permission to open. The door shudders. It has no choice but to let you inside.
Mystic Carrion awaits.
I'm supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping like death itself.
Need of you. What do you want me to do? Arrest a smell?
Faint to disobey. You are under my compulsion, Spectre!
You do not have an appointment, yet you seek an audience with Mystic Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me. A wanderer, bearing the scent of
there
death.
he is. This was a very annoying quest, and I don't really remember why I went about it. I remember Thrumbo. I feel like this was just a little funny side quest or something that I thought would be fun to do, but it actually wasn't fun to do.
I have
So-
heard the spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the
Yeah, I
living
think that
and
was about
dead.
that.
Tell me, what did you make of its contents? Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly, these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, they're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living. The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra. Idiocy punishes itself. My instructions were clear, as were the consequences of ignoring them. Oh, my soft heart is to blame. I was too charitable in offering him my services so cheaply. He was clear. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony. But you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me. Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrombo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrombo's body to me. then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper. Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrombo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them. Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest, as will I.
What do you want me to do? Arrest
You
us
carry
now?
strange tidings. You have no word. Strange indeed.
Somehow you are. Where's the steel watch when you need them?
You have done well. You are released.
Flower and ruin as I
Property in constant use, gathering strictly prohibited.
Should be easy.
Why don't we just reach
Something over there.
No, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't afford you.
I'll just help myself.
Roses in this part of town.
Why don't we just retrace our steps? My son, he's sick and likely to die.
How about
And was it upstairs?
Straight from the weird mother.
Brand new. Only in the
Please,
Fulton
kind
Mail
sir,
Gazette.
can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die.
Don't linger.
Should have stayed in bed. No, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't afford
Transcript of a conversation Archtytosh.
It's so pretty. What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about City of Steel and Justice. No, he mostly avoids that talk.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go. My fingers were crossed. I'm not going in there again.
The devil's fee.
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Nice day out. Considering.
The hands are too big, and I don't like the colours.
Designated citizens will please stand still for evaluation.
Oh, so hungry.
Don't bother, it's broken.
No, it's not. What's the point of a style without an English bird?
Shock to them
Got
after
a
all
few
that time in the
souvenirs
room.
from the night stuck to your chin.
Must have been a hard walk from Elton.
Aye. And you smell like that place down the docks where they dump out the fish guts.
Keep on your uniform.
This wine is already paid for! It's due in the Elsong Tavern!
Even Water-Davian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very little, which may be for the best.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures.
Great steel watches.
Its fungi and cave slime. No, thank you.
Do not forget it.
Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
Worry about the next one when it comes.
All right.
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
Given the chance, I really thinks of me.
It's hard to explain, but I'm happier when I'm
Genetic morality is not just theory,
but fact.
I'll admit it. I'm jealous of Blurg's towering intellect.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Precisely the attitude that is ruining this city. No time, no distance, no consequences.
Strange.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeloum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours, but I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeloum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeloum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research. There's a distinct netherese taste.
Probably dead in an alley or drunk in a tavern.
Someone there?
Just starting to think they've forgotten about us.
Perhaps he works the street corner. Nothing would surprise me with your characters.
Don't care if you threw a bloody boulder at you. That sounds
Around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
I think about it too.
One rest.
We only get one when he gets two.
You never worked for the rich before. For every bite you take, they get a whole cake.
Okay, I gotta say, I both love and hate the docks in Baldur's Gate 3. Love it and hate it. Love it because why is it auto-saving? Those people. Oh yeah, I think this is before that. So anyway, I love it because, you know, it's by the sea and it's kind of interesting in a very old England kind of way. But I hate it because of the fights here, you know. I do. This whole thing with Volo, and I think the thing with Volo too, he was in my camp. He was in my camp. Now, I never did get to use him as a merchant, but he was in my camp, and when I got to this point, I was like, why are you still strapped to the... Why? In the most vaudeville villain way, why are you tied to a train cart? And I think I saved him in time. Because I think I was like, oh, the smoke powder. I don't think I really cared about Volo that much. They were going to be so real. Get off your soapbox, sir. Oh my gosh, speaking of soapbox. I think it's really wild.
And minds of these good,
like some of the platforms that I upload to. It's so wild that people just come and post in your comments. And as a creator, it's like, oh, okay, I got a new comment. And you go to click it and read it and like, oh, maybe somebody really enjoyed my comment or some kind of witticism that I said. And what is it? It's somebody trying to get me to pay them to promote my content. And I'm like, so annoyed, so done, so exasperated. But anyway, Volo also looks very done. I don't think he's very repentant of the reasons that he's been strapped to a bomb wagon, but you know, because Volo's gonna Volo. And apparently, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering this correctly, the good sir was the character in Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know. I couldn't make it through the entirety of the playthrough that I was watching for Baldur's Gate 2. I got bored. I got so bored. I'm gonna blame the early 2000s / late 90s way of gameplay, but yeah, I was done. The storyline was very interesting, but I know that I'd have to enjoy that game vicariously through other people's playthroughs, because I don't think I'd have the willpower at this stage of my life to play a game like that, or at least not that one. It doesn't interest me as much.
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of
not in a bad way, but you know, it's kind of chilly here where I live. So anyway, how long is he going to yap about whatever Volo did?
Don't just stand there. Help me, gods damn it! Help me!
I suppose we should aid him, though I'd hate to miss the show.
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of evidence, and trials, and justice.
And in so doing, they delay their very own salvation.
My goodness, I absolutely love myself right now. I was just talking for a solid 5 minutes, and I hit stop, and I could have swore it was recording. It was recording. Okay, you know what? My game, not my game, my editing software is gaslighting me today, so I guess that's fine. But anyway, it deleted my whole recording, and now here I am once again. But basically, I was just talking about how I like my party composition, and I know I've said it before in previous episodes, but there's something about how I stack these up, because the first playthrough was truly experimental. Like I said in the first playthrough, I am not a D&D player. I don't know jack crap about Dungeons and Dragons, let alone Baldur's Gate, the lore, 5th edition, and all that. I am getting a crash course in it as I continue to play this game, and my interest continues to grow in the characters and the lore and all that. But I will never know the full depths of this, and I'm okay with that. I really am. I will, vicariously gain experience through watching other people's playthroughs. I think I was mentioning how I was watching a BG2 playthrough for a hot minute, and I feel like it was like 60, 70 something episodes in, and I was just, I couldn't do it no more. I quit. I quit. I was interested in it because I was considering, like, okay, well, I love BG3 so much. Should I go back and play Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2? And I knew the graphics were older on it. And I don't think it's necessarily the graphics of it, but I think that my interest doesn't reach quite that deep for this gameplay. Or, what am I trying to say? This franchise. There we go. I like the current iteration of Baldur's Gate, and I feel like I would like the future iterations of Baldur's Gate, but the older ones I am more than satisfied to watch incrementally other people play it and learn about the lore that way, or learn about some of the characters that I may have encountered in BG3 in those previous run-throughs. It's not that it's uninteresting, it's just very tabletop game-ish, like not actual tabletop D&D, but like it's very board game. There we go. It gives very board game. And while I do like a good board game, if I'm at my computer, I am there for the experience which I bought this very capable machine for, which was ultra high graphics and lots of magical and non-magical explosions and things like that. So, again, vicariously living through other folks playing Baldur's Gate 2. Because I was able to watch the playthrough for Baldur's Gate 1 from somebody, I can't remember his name now. But it was really great synopsis of the game and the storyline and blah, blah, blah. It was really good. But anyway, Baldur's Gate 2, I just kind of fell off on it. I was also saying something. Let me see. I think I was saying more about my party composition. Oh yeah, that I don't know why I default to being a tank in my RPG plays, in which really I do. But do we really want to break down the psychology of video game character selection? No. But I really like being the tank character, or the character that inflicts a lot of damage. So that's what I default to. Though I don't know if half elf is really the race I should be playing to do that, but I found it to be interesting. So that's the thing, right? I'm very dainty as a person, very dainty, and I relate to the high elves in Lord of the Rings. I'm very, very bougie and uppity, but I'm also very chill. Okay, which is why I continue to select barbarian type characters, even when I was playing Vindictus regularly, and this was many years ago, dating myself. But when I was playing Vindictus, I was always Vela, the twin chain blade, and I loved it. I felt like she could take on the world. And, you know, in this game, I get kind of best of both worlds. Because Bella didn't really come off as dainty. She just came off as total badass, takes no shit, and will hurt you with her twin chain blades. It shouldn't be hurting her, honestly. But here, I get to be an elf, you know, and parade around as somebody with much dignity and class and elegance and all that. But I also get to run around with these barbarian Feywild clothes and survive off the land. So, you know, it's best of both worlds. And I like that, you know, I'm a hard hitter. But that's where I also found conflict in this playthrough, because I love Karlach. She is so sweet. That sweet baby. She's so fun too to have in crew. However, I didn't have a lot of use for Karlach because I am already a rage-filled barbarian character. Okay? I don't need another one. Even though her, like, tearing up those paladins of Tyr, quote-unquote, that weren't actually paladins of Tyr, that was great. That was fun and kind of scary. But, nonetheless, I like her as a character a lot. So if I ever convince myself to not be a tank in my playthroughs, then I think it would be really fun to interact with her and whatnots and get certain clips. Man, sorry, yawn. That was a big yawn. But yeah, so that's why I enjoy watching other people's playthroughs as well, because I know that there are certain avenues that I'm either not going to get to very quickly, or I will never get through, like Dirge. Here lately, I've been like, I could probably do Dirge. But then I get flashbacks, or I go through and post-edit these videos, and I'm like, I could never personally be Dirgy. Because when I do my character, or characters in this game, some people roleplay, okay? And to an extent, I am too. But when I go to make choices in the game, I am thinking of what would real Silas do? Or, you know, for the most part. And, you know, I can't hurt people. I can't hurt people in the way that Dirge can. And I feel like I would need several showers after I finished playing a Dirge playthrough. But I might one day, okay? Maybe. And I know this is a change from something I said a few episodes or several episodes ago. Y'all might not even remember.
Breathing,
but
despite everything.
Perhaps one day, if I ever get to build a little community around this channel, I think it might be fun to chaotically play Dirge, maybe. But that is way low on the list of things I want to do in this game. So that is for future Silas to determine. Oh my god. This fight is so long. Huh. You know, this all could have been solved because at this point in the game, I know I have a sweet stash of smoke powder. This could have been solved so quick. So fast. And see, that's what I'm also saying. There was dudes by the dock, and there's a steel watch over there in the gate yard thing. None of y'all have noticed all the blood, carnage, and chaos I am causing out here? None of y'all? Which is a good thing, because I think this was part of the other voiceover that got deleted a little while ago. The first playthrough, my level was probably of the level that I had no business being over here on, but the steel watch was horrible. And I don't know if this playthrough it seems easier because I don't know, it's probably the frequency in which I encountered the steel watch in this playthrough. Because if we're gonna be so real, I have fought the steel watch so many times in random ass basements in this Act 3. Look, I feel like I have them down pat. And so with confidence, I know, which you guys will see a lot later, I will storm into that foundry with confidence that nobody should have. And I'm gonna go down there and absolutely annihilate the Steel Watch. Eventually. Like, they still pose some threat, but I feel like I understand them better. We've come to know one another, and from that experience I can say that, they still suck. But anyway, I think this fight is almost over. I'm going to try to stop this segment again, and if it gets deleted, it gets deleted, y'all. But let's take a break from chatting.
Nothing important is ever easy. Can't slow down.
Excuse me. A little help, if you don't mind.
Slipping through the absolute blockade is risky business. Everybody pays.
Please, get me out of here.
Children, you can't let us split up the family.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
God, I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again. What's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
I'm telling you, there's something off for that.
It's the only solution. Trust me. I'll catch up to you.
Gold, oil, cash.
You better catch up to us.
Pleasure doing business.
All right, Captain.
You want 4 berths on the sloop? You pay for all 4 berths.
How many barrels?
We only have enough for 3. We sold everything.
Look,
This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Frankly, I
Oh
did
my
hate to
god,
see the
this is
family
what I'm
split up
talking
like
about,
that.
right? I just mentioned that when I play these things, I think about what real Silas would do. And this is definitely something that I would do in real life. And it cost me, but I think
Can't talk. Bloody
I can't
oil's
say because I
gummed up
don't,
the nets.
again, don't have the actual vocal audio from this playthrough, but I'm pretty sure this was after I pulled the bank
Hells,
heist,
it's
and so I was like
everywhere still.
already loaded before I robbed Rakith or whatever his name was. So
I don't suppose you've got any
you know,
experience
I figure why
getting
not
oil out of
spread the
sealed
wealth
wood?
around. This was a very sketchy playthrough, to say the least. I don't think it was the absolute worst playthrough out there as far as the chaos that was gotten into, but for me it was definitely more chaotic than the first one, and I kind of kicked up more trouble this go round than I did last time, so that was kind of fun.
Now, did you want something, or do you just have an interest in fishing vessels? Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets, expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave serving all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead. We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up, but there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kind of looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually. The other wave servants came to get it. Her. Sorry. They took her back to the temple. You can hear the bloody caterwauling from here.
Of course they do. They're fish.
very funny. I'm telling you, there's something off for that.
What? How much for the saltpeter? Including fee.
How many barrels? 100 in coin.
Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside. No. All are welcome to come and celebrate the life of the fallen Wave Servant. May the Wave Mother smile on you as she did Holly.
Safe passage on my next sea passage.
There's enough offerings in here for a trip to the vault.
Praise her for this most holy death. Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless gaspes and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Yes, rage and rebel against the beast and its master. A tribute most fitting. Yes, thank the Wave Mother. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare an ignoble death, but her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life, an unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. Wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. a rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberlee's pristine waters. The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, and her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. Find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours.
You know what? In retrospect, I realize I know why I took on the quest with the bitch queen. But
master's demise.
The reward that you get isn't really worth it. Truly, the main part of me dealing with this quest line is actually getting to the Iron Throne, which I don't even think that I need to deal with the Umberlee Temple, okay? I don't think I need to deal with this. I would have to really think about it and like rewatch my playthrough by myself to recall, but I don't personally think I need to bother with the mermaid servants, okay? Because, you know, I really don't want to be bothered with Umberlee. I did go down a rabbit hole or two about the D&D lore, because I love mythology, if we're going to be so real about it. And so I see the D&D pantheon as a huge mythology thing. And so anyway, long story short, heard a story about, or heard the history and like long, I don't want to keep saying lore. But anyway, I heard the background on Umberlee and I was just like, okay, okay, she's horrible. She's, you know, I don't want to compare her to Shar. I don't think Shar is the worst one out there. Certainly other ones like Cyric or, well, obviously the Dead Three are kind of dickish, but I think they're more stupid than anything. I don't know. Anybody in the 9 layers of the hells, or, you know, along those lines. I think there's a lot worse out there than Shar. And I say all that to say that Umberlee's bad, but she's also almost neutral. Well, I don't want to say that either, because I'm going to get a bunch of angry D&D nerds in my comments. But in a way, it's like kind of like how the ocean is neutral. It's not necessarily evil. It's just, you know, it's nature. I feel like that's part of Umberlee, though her reputation does not lead one to think that she is neutral at all. So I'm a little conflicted about her nature, but I just know I don't want to be involved with her. So yeah, you know, the more you know. Now I'm interested to know where the heck I was going at this point in the game. I know I wanted to continue at the docks, but why did I come back to Elfsong? I'm trying to figure that out for y'all. I forgot I annihilated everybody at the press. I don't know how I forgot, because that was a horrible showdown. I got annihilated. That blood on that roof, that's a Starion. That down there, that was Shadowheart and Gale. Honestly, no, I don't think it was Gale. Because at this point, I'm pretty sure I made him, yeah, I know I did for a fact now. We partook of the astral tadpole, and so we could fly, so we were good. But, Starion, Shadowheart, they had it rough. It was kind of funny hiding up on a roof ledge from the Steel Watch and the Flaming Fist. They couldn't do anything, but we could do plenty from above, and I think that's eventually how we won that. I think. Don't quote me on it. I could go back and try to find that episode, but why? Oh, and that was another funny thing. They were freaking steel watch inside that press thing. And then I thought I was good. I didn't think the steel watch could fit in a building until this playthrough. So in this playthrough, I witnessed them walk into flow gears. My first playthrough, I thought that the steel watch would just stay outside because they're obviously huge automatons. And I didn't think they could fit through the door. But boy was I wrong. I was so mistaken. And it was at the press. It was at the Baldur's Gate Gazette that I learned many valuable life lessons. And you know, I won't be doing that again. It's not really worth it. Plus all the little nuances in the basement of the Gazette. I mean, you know, it's cool and all, but do I really care? Because in the first playthrough, I was slandered, obviously. Didn't really hurt me. I was still treated like a normal person, so I don't, you know. I don't know. Where the heck am I going with this camera? What am I looking for? Oh, that's Felokiers, I think. Yeah, I think. Oh, I'm about to come down here and get hurt. I remember this. I think I'm coming down here to continue working on Mystic Carrion's quest. And I'm getting a bunch of stuff that I didn't even bargain for. For what? Why is there an environmental turn? See? Where did y'all come from? Why did y'all come out the water? What have I done to y'all? And then y'all showing up here doesn't make what's coming in the future any easier as far as I remember. So actually, why? You know, what was the point of me engaging in violence here? Which makes me think about the Iron Throne quite a bit. That's also a very interesting learning experience. One that I'll probably keep forgetting. But we'll try to not forget nonetheless. As long as I can figure out how to save more people. Because this time I felt bad because I didn't get to Omeluum. Which y'all will see in the future, and I felt kind of bad. I didn't even go back to the society after that because I felt like I let Blurk down. But you know, rip Omeluum. Rip. Let's see. These things are freaking annoying.
Done.
Come on, then.
Another fight. Let's go.
Queen 6.
Let's finish this.
I can't even catch my breath. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
got to press on.
What now? Blood follows me everywhere.
Impero.
Feel my mistress's wrath.
Come on, can't stay idle. One day I'll catch a break.
with ease.
Quickly.
Have to keep going.
Where do I go from here?
Take this! Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
What are these things? And gods, do they stink?
What am I to do?
Please, kind sir, can you spare
Oh, God! There's guts all over my boat!
likely to die?
Please.
Thought I'd be used to the smell of fish by now. Not that smell. Yeah.
Oh, I think I might have had my fill of fish for the next few 10 days.
Please, kind sir, can you spare
Having these things lying around is bad for business.
Oh, please. Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die. Please, sir. Oh, please.
I must keep going.
coins to feed my son. He's sick and likely to die.
Property of Vonane. Do not disturb.
Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die.
Woo, okay, freaking finally got through that fight. Oh, Astarion just barely made it through. Well, at least, you know, at least I don't have to fight anything in here. Man, I don't know why I'm yawning so hard. I don't. I'm trying to think when this video will come out. Probably well after what I'm thinking. Right? Oh, there's Thrumbo. Hey, buddy. Not gonna hurt you, I promise.
The man's stench is unmistakable. Death, decay, despair. This must be Thrumbo, the runaway mystic Carrion was so eager for you to retrieve.
What am I observing? This screen is tiny. I have no idea.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
Oh, find your own. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. Because here I was like, oh, wait, you're probably related to that dude by the tabernacle.
Mystic.
In the alley.
Carrion.
By the sewer entry.
You're working for him.
This whole thing made me feel bad for this man.
No. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me. You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things.
Let's see. You know, I can appreciate the little things about this game and just like how all the side characters or like side quests have some meaningful storyline or plot. This one, I remember not being sad, but like it elicited feelings that I wasn't expecting to feel for these little side dudes who'd been treated so horribly for no reason. So I think I do remember a little bit when I ended this particular episode. I was like, heck yeah, for Thrumbo. So, I don't know.
Couldn't take it anymore. One day,
it's just
I saw
like
him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull.
No, I won't say the mind flayers. I don't think. I'm trying to think of another instance where a very nasty leader just treated their underlings like absolute Cazador.
Just exploded.
Mystic Carrion is the watered down back alley Walmart version of Cazador. That's it. Man, there we go. It's like I was about to be like, hey, I'm trying to think of very specific instances in this game where, people in charge are shitty. And as it were, there's too many cases to count. But, Cazador fits this perfectly because Cazador also,
but I don't know how.
arguably is a very crappy character. I mean, that's just hands down. But you think about the way that he got started in
Carrion,
to his ranks was through deceit and through vulnerability and things like that. And he manipulated him into and abused him into the role that he played in gathering more spawn and things like that. So you think about Mr. Carrion, he's just using the same cudgel of fear over these poor little zombie dudes that he forced into this half existence. They'll never meld back into society like they were. I mean, they were just fishermen still.
He likes to pretend he's not.
Yeah, I'm sure they had wives and kids and families and things like that. Aspirations and dreams.
He's as
But
rotten as we
no,
are.
Mr. Carrion needed lackeys, I guess, or places to hide his organs.
Carrion
There.
blindfolded me and took me into a
Anyway,
strange
I know that was too deep for a video game. My bad.
ancient place. Somewhere
My
the living
bad here.
wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know. I'm not sure, but in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean. No matter, this is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck. I was discovered.
Hardly
Okay.
the noblest conflict
Hello,
we've
Gail.
encountered, but
You know,
criminals will have
I
their
love how
squabbles.
after I make him
Even in the
partake in the
looming
tadpole, how I
shadow
always feel
of
so guilty when I look at him. But anyway, am I just flirting with him or what? I can't read. Anyway, this video is coming to a close, so I want to thank you again for sitting down and watching another episode of my second Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough.
Between the guild and the center
Astarion,
you always make enemies when you
certainly
take
look
sides
like
in a
death
struggle
today.
like that.
Is he also feeling?
And in this case, they're enemies. We
I'm
might
gonna have
not
to
see
listen to that
coming
with the volume up
until it's
in
too
a
late.
minute because he looks so indignant, and I feel like that's because he's relating to Thornbolt. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of my playthrough. I hopefully will catch you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Rumble, don't forget to follow me. I'm also on Tumblr and Twitter, so if you want to follow me for art or just be friends, then feel free to do so. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye.